Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to True Telos Trading. We are doing it again in the AM. It is approximately 3:35 a.m. and we are done for the day trading. I don't know what to really call this strategy we are developing. I guess I could call it a 3 a.m. momentum trading strategy because we have another stock that was near the high of day that had a very, very low float and that was going up off of decent volume for 3 a.m. in the morning that we are positive on. Let's go ahead and get into that stock. The stock that we traded this morning in the AM, the ticker was PBM. Today's date is September 18th, 2025. The stock had absolutely no news. The last news that it had was on the 5th of this month. This will be a zero here. The stock had below 10 million shares. It had approximately 709,000 shares. So it had sub 1 million shares. This will be a 2 here. It was trading above the 200 moving average. The 200 is down here at $2.88 when we bought this stock. We bought this stock at, let's see here, $7.31. So a very big separation between that daily 200 moving average and our buying price. This is a 2 here. It was up over, I think close to like 90% when we bought it. This will be a 1 here. It was below $10 when we bought it. Like I said, we bought it at $7.12, not 31, $7.12. This will be a 1 here. It was a number one stock at 3 a.m. in the morning when we bought it. This will be a 1 here. And it was not at all-time highs, but it was near about $4 or $5 away from being at all-time highs with that super low float. So this will be a 0 here. If we add all of these together, this will give us a score of 7. And according to our True Telos Trading grading scale, a score of 7 is just a good stock, aka a B quality stock. So it is these low quality stocks that I'm seeing moving up here in the morning that have subpar floats of 1 million or sub 1 million share floats that are pretty close to their all-time highs. And they all always have no news. So I'm guessing that this is purely momentum off of that very, very low float, and they have great volume for 3 a.m. in the morning. Let's go ahead and get into the chart to see how we traded this stock today. This is our stock here that we traded this morning, PBM. Let me shrink it so we can get all of it into the camera here. So this is our stock that we traded this morning. Firstly, let me go to the daily. Or first, let me tell you why I marked this off. This was the high of day of this stock when we first started looking at it, this $6.50. Let me go to the daily here. So on the daily, I mark off that high, the high of day is $6.50. That the next major resistance point was the next point up here. I marked off at $7.04. Across that entire range, $7.04 was the next prominent point that I see this actually stopping at, or the next point of major resistance on this stock. The next one we have marked off above that was the next resistance point should it get past that 704 point. So this is what I decided to do with that 650 as the high of day. I said if it gets past this next resistance point with any bit of momentum, I'm going to go ahead and purchase shares of the stock for the next resistance point and hopefully hold until that high of day, or until that all-time high break. Let me go back to this daily here. The all-time high up here was at 7, or not 7, about $12 a share, going back pretty far. This is all the way back here in 2024, more than a year ago. So according to my True Telos trading grading scale, only want to do things within this, within like a year from that, a year from the high. 2024 back in February wouldn't really do me any justice because that's kind of already out of play. I don't think we have a whole lot of bag holders that are holding from way back here that haven't taken advantage of all these other price movements. So a year to date, we would say that this high up here, $12 is the all-time high according to the True Telos trading grading scale. So that's what I was looking for. I was looking for that break, since it is a very, very low float, since it is one of the stocks that we have seen popping up off of no news in the morning, with those big moves. This matches one of those stocks that could actually make those types of moves. As a matter of fact, we're seeing them kind of less and less, and they are not pulling away as we would like to see. They are actually dropping back down, as we plainly see by this one here and the one yesterday. It didn't completely pull away to those all-time highs, so we're just kind of going off the momentum of them. And since they're happening less and less, we might need to start doing this less and less just to mitigate risk on the account. But I digress. Let's keep on moving on with the description of the trade. So here, 650 with that high of day. If it surges past 650 and gets past this next resistance point at 705, I told myself I was going to enter trade for that next resistance point and hopefully hold for that all-time highs. So this is where I bought this stock at. Let me go to my order window. So at 320, I bought 407 shares of the stock as it passed that 705 level. I filled at $7.12. And then right on the next minute, I sold it, sold the entire position for $7.41. So this is what I saw. I bought here on this huge candle here, this huge volume, 84,000 shares of volume in one candle at 3 o'clock in the morning. That was a big buy signal to me, especially since it breached my next resistance point up here at 705. So I bought, it surged past my buy point and then it dipped down. You can call this a dip to resumption trade. I feel that 712, and right here you can see like this candle right here had me a little bit scared because it surged up and then it automatically started dropping back down. So this candle here reached a high of $7.66, and this is where I sold. I was expecting it to keep on surging straight through to that next resistance point, but it didn't. It actually stalled out up there at $7.66. So I immediately sold that entire position as soon as I saw that price stalling out. In retrospect, I could have held for a little bit longer, but I'm thinking I might have sold down here if I tried to do that, and I might have sold for a loss because I didn't want to take a big loss on this trade that doesn't meet that True Telos trading grading scale as in A+ stock, and I haven't really defined how we want to trade these AM stocks. So just not wanting to risk a whole lot on the account and wanting to keep the profits when I do see them in the morning. Of course, I'm looking for those big moves, but if I see a little bit of resistance on these stocks that don't match that True Telos trading grading scale strategy for an A+ quality stock, I'm not going to stick around for long, especially when they are not making those super big moves to beat all-time highs like they have in the last 2 days. So again, I want to take profit when I see it. We got a good trade here. We bought here on this candle, the good surge at 86,000 shares, filled at $7.12, and sold on this candle here at $7.41. So again, that's 407 shares. That gives us a profit today of $119.98. Again, it's a decent trade. I'm betting if I would have waited until the afternoon when we have stocks that are popping up with that A+, those A+ stocks, that we could have done a little bit better today. So We are going to trade normal hours tomorrow to see if we can capitalize on some of that better price movement on these better quality stocks. But still, it's a profitable day, profitable morning. I'm done early. I hope you enjoy listening to this recap, and welcome to True Telos Trading. Another profitable day in the AM, 3 o'clock AM to be precise. Just a little bit disappointing. We are waking up this early to see those big movements with those 500, those 1,000% movements here in the morning. But it seems like they are dropping off here a little bit. The market is still hot, but we are not seeing those super big moves like we would normally see in the AM in the morning. So, like I said earlier, we're going to start trading those regular 5:30 to 7:30 Central Standard Time hours that we normally do, where our True Telos trading grading scale does the best. I hope you are enjoying this content. If you do, please like and subscribe. If you have any questions for me, go ahead and ask, because as always, I am an open book when it comes to everything, and I have a million questions for you. I will join you all back here tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and go back to sleep and enjoy the rest of my day, and I hope you do the same. Welcome to True Telos Trading.